Captain Janeway, we've just entered Sector Z6 of the Beta Quadrant, and we've just cleared Outpost 1.
Hell, take us out of warp and slow us to 1/4 impulse.
Slowing to 1/4 impulse speed, Captain?
Main viewer, Lieutenant Veto. Let's take a look at this new interstellar cloud these scientists are all talking about.
Main viewer, aye, sir.
Maximum magnification, if you please. Commander Hunter, please scan the immediate area, as we're a little too close to the neutral zone for my taste.
Yes, sir.
Scanning now, Captain. The denser-than-average region of the interstellar cloud and its high radiation is causing some problems with our sensors, Captain. However, sir, it does appear that this region of space is clear.
Good. Helm, slow us down to within 350,000 kilometers of the interstellar cloud's edge and fix position.
Slowing down. All stop, Captain. Fixing position with maneuvering thrusters and compensating for drift.
Good. Report, number 1.
We're within sensor range of the interstellar cloud now, Captain. I am detecting 60 microsieverts of radiation per hour. Sir, that's about 200 times Earth normal. I estimate without shields we have a little over an hour before the radiation becomes a problem for the ship.
That should be sufficient. Stellar cartography. This is the captain. You may begin your mapping of the interstellar cloud. Bridge out. Commander Hunter.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you take the first watch? I will be in my quarters. I'm overdue for some rack time.
Your orders, Captain.
Keep us in position. Keep our scanners active. I know the Romulans haven't shown themselves in over a century, but there's no reason to take any chances. You have the con.
Aye, aye, sir.
And Commander Hunter, I don't want to see a scratch on her when I return.
Yes, sir. Lieutenant Baldwin, open hailing frequencies. Send a message to Starfleet Command. Let them know we have arrived at the region of the interstellar cloud and stellar cartography has initiated mapping.
Will do, Commander Hunter. Starfleet Command. This is the USS Defiant, NCC 1764. Do you copy? Starfleet Command. This is the USS Defiant, NCC 1764. Do you copy? Commander Hunter, it seems that we are having significant interference from the interstellar cloud radiation. It is disrupting all our frequency on every level.
Well, that was to be expected, Lieutenant. The scientists said as much. See if you can come up with a workaround. If not, go ahead and dispatch a communications probe.
Yes, sir.
Must be nice getting to sit in the old man's chair once in a while. Eh, Commander?
Well, I'm sure, Lieutenant, that Captain Janeway would love to know you refer to him as the old man when he's not on the bridge.
Commander Hunter, you've been an executive officer in Starfleet for quite a while. How come you don't have your own ship?
Well, you know how it is, Lieutenant. There are only so many starships and so many captain positions in Starfleet. I've been with Defiant 6 years now, 3 as executive officer. And I'm not ready to leave just yet.
Commander, our sensors are picking up something strange in front of us, but I don't see anything on the main viewer.
Maximum magnification, Lieutenant. I agree with you. All I see is empty space.
Still showing something in front of us.
Well, better safe than sorry. Go ahead and raise shields. Energize all weapon systems to maximum.
All shields up, all weapons on full power, sir.
Commander? It's a Romulan warship. That's impossible.
They're firing, sir.
Return fire! All phaser banks! Maximum spread!
Dr. Spinner, have you had any luck with any of the ideas I suggested for slowing the spread of the fungal virus?
Unfortunately, no. We have tried every permutation of your original formula on it, but it has no effect at all. I am sorry to say that we are running out of time. If your team on the lunar lab cannot come up with something soon, the Earth may be unlivable within 6 months.
I thought we would have more time.
I wish the news was less grim, but I can't change the facts. Keep me informed of your progress. I must go. I have to attend an emergency meeting of the United Nations Scientific Council. I will update them on your progress.
Or lack of progress. Dr. Spinner, if what I'm working on now proves to be effective, we may just have what we need.
Good luck, Dr. Schofield. Over and out.
Aurora, what was the result of the last full-scale trial of the wormhole generator?
The power-up sequence followed all the identified theoretical parameters you inputted, Dr. Schofield. The full-scale mass and energy generator should successfully warp the fabric of space-time.
Good. I want to be sure we don't have a repeat of what happened the last time.
I have reviewed the design specifications to reduce the buildup of tachyon particles in the wormhole subspace conduit. Based on the calculations, you should not see any quantum-level fluctuations.
Good work, Aurora. Were you able to calculate the arrival time of the wormhole? I'm a little worried about the temporal sensors. I have done the best I can with this equipment, but it's a little fragile. I can only do so much with the equipment from this time period.
Yes, Dr. Schofield, I have adjusted your entry point to 1 hour before the original rift closed in the alternate universe.
Good. We can't take any chances on altering the timeline again. Or worse yet, I meet myself. That would be bad.
Dr. Schofield, how do you plan on activating the transporter on the Defiant located at the other end of the wormhole so that it will transport you from this universe?
I have used my tricorder to make a device that will take me cleanly through the wormhole into the ship. Unfortunately, I have enough power for just one trip each way. I hope that'll be enough.
Dr. Schofield, I am showing a power fluctuation from the main transfer feed.
Oh no, okay, I better go check on the conduits.
You know, Erica, I am so sorry. These directions are just really confusing. You know I'm not normally here on the lunar colony. I was just sent down here to help out because they were so short-staffed. I am sure once I get oriented, I will be able to help you find your quarters.
That's not a problem. This is like an adventure. Besides, my mom said I'm supposed to stay out of trouble, and I've gotten to walk all over the lunar base without getting in trouble once.
I don't know if we walked all over the lunar base. I think we have just seen a bunch of hallways.
Where are we?
Well, this particular area is Dr. Schofield's lab. Now, don't move, because it looks like she's getting ready to start an experiment over there.
It sure is strange looking.
Well, she calls the look late 60s ultra modern. Okay, listen. You stay right here. I'm going to go try to get us some directions. I think we passed a security office on that last turn.
No problem. I wanted to call Em anyway. I need to talk to her about our latest TikTok. The Erica and Maxine Lunar Show have over 1,000 followers. Our last TikTok video had over 49,000 likes.
Okay, well, great. Perfect. You work on your TikTok. I will go find directions. Don't move from this spot. Okay? I'm going to go find directions. You stay right here, right in this general area, within the confines of these walls, okay?
Talk about being a bit salty. Hey, Em, I'm calling from the moon. What's up?
Oh, nothing. Just hanging with Professor Baker at the SpaceGate station.
Hi, Miss Hernandez. How are things going at the lunar station?
They are fine, Professor Baker. Mom has already got it started on our research project, and Specialist Barbara is trying to help me find our quarters.
Oh, Specialist Barber. Well, be patient. She tends to get lost in the lunar lab.
So, Erica, where are you?
I'm like in this super cool retro lunar lab.
Interesting. Well, ladies, you'll have to excuse me. I need to go check the data downloads from the Deep Space Telescope. Bye, Miss Hernandez. We'll talk soon, and make sure to give your mom my regards.
Erica, did you see the likes on our last TikTok video?
Oh yeah, over 49,000.
That is like serious. Hey, I'm starting to lose you.
Sorry, Em, the reception here is not too great, and my battery's getting a little low. Wow, this place is sick. It must be some sort of advanced research lab.
Be careful what you touch. Don't set off any alarms. You could get into serious trouble.
Hey, Em, I found something.
What is it?
I think it's one of those new charging towers. It's supposed to charge things fast.
Can you see an outlet?
Looking... Oh, here it is. Nothing's happening.
It's probably just not turned on.
Here, it says press enter to initiate. This should do it.
Processing. The microcavity unit has confined the identified frequency of the light stream to a standing wave. I am now showing the excitation within the microcavity has transitioned the standing wave of light and created hybrid particles made up of photons.
Hello, I just wanted to charge my phone.
I am now modulating the power stream.
Modulating a power stream does not sound good, Erica. You better find an off switch.
The Tetryon scan is identifying the presence of neutrinos, ionized hydrogen, and theta band radiation. A wormhole is now developing. Stand by to initiate transport.
What are you doing? Don't touch that button!
Transport initiated.
I'm sorry, I thought I was just turning on a charging tower and... Wait. Where am I? What is this place? How did we get here?
It's not about where we are, young lady. It's more about when.
Is this my fault?
Oh no. This is not good. How could I have made a mistake like this? I checked my calculations multiple times.
Excuse me, are you going to explain to me where we are and how we got here?
Library computer, data being received.
You wouldn't understand. It's stardate 1709.2, and we are on the Defiant, but it's years before I ever came on board.
What's Defiant?
Verified.
It's stardate 1709.2. Whoa. That is the date that the Defiant and the Enterprise had their first violent encounter with the Romulans. They had cloaking abilities. Oh no. We're under attack. We're in serious trouble.
Unable to comply.
What's a Romulan? And more importantly, what's a stardate?
Young lady.
My name is Erica Hernandez, and I am a TikTok star.
Okay, Miss Tic-Tac Star.
It's TikTok.
Whatever. We don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to explain this to you quickly. We are on a spaceship. We are in a parallel dimension 200 years in the future. I belong in that dimension, but I came back to your dimension and got stuck here about a year ago. I needed to come back here because I need to find a plant sample so I can go back to Earth and solve a problem. See, I accidentally started a fungal virus on the Earth. I need this sample so I can bring it back to Earth and hopefully alleviate this situation. We both got transported to the wrong time. The ship is under attack by bad guys, and this is very dangerous.
Well, that explains everything. You kidnapped me and brought me to a parallel universe to find a plant.
I did not kidnap you. You initiated the wormhole transport sequence.
So where do we find this plant?
Well, there should be the plant in Captain Janeway's cabin. He gave it to me as a present when I first came on board the ship on my first tour here. He collects fungus, mold, and other plant samples from all the planets he visits.
Ew! There are seriously people who collect fungus and molds? Well, can't we still go get this plant? I mean, saving Earth from an extraterrestrial fungus is pretty important.
Yes, we can, but it's going to be very dangerous. And the ship is under attack. I don't remember everything about all the operations on the Defiant. All that's written about is Captain James T. Kirk and how he handled the confrontation with the Romulans.
Well, we can't do anything just standing here. We really need to get that plant. I really want to have a planet to grow up on.
You're right. It's way too dangerous for me to leave you by yourself here. So we're going to have to be very careful. You're going to have to do exactly what I tell you when I tell you. And we can't walk around the ship looking like this. Follow me.
You'd better have cool clothes in the future. That's all I can say.
Damage report.
Shields are offline. Phasers are offline. We have passive sensors only, and our view screens are still non-operational.
I have minimal responses from our impulse engines, and our warp engines are completely offline.
Mr. Reed, what have you got for me?
We have a power failure, sir, all over the ship. All turbo lifts are offline. I have no response from engineering. It looks like everything from the shields to the engines were overloaded and now non-operational.
I'll try it here. Engineering, this is the bridge. Come in. Engineering, this is the bridge. Come in. Lieutenant, what's wrong with the station comms?
Commander, we are having a complete system overload on our communication system.
Are you saying I can't speak to anyone outside the bridge?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
All right. Let's take this from a position of status. What do we have on the ship that's good?
I do have an active low-band transmitter working, but it doesn't seem to have much range.
From what I can tell, we have full life support. The power is holding steady, and we don't have any hull breaches.
I believe the impulse engines are functioning around 1 to 2% of normal. Our maneuvering thrusters are still operational.
What do our passive sensors show?
I don't detect any ship movements, but I am detecting a plasma trail. It looks like our phasers were able to damage their propulsion systems.
Maybe. Or maybe they're just playing possum, waiting to see what we do next.
What do we do now, Commander?
Well, we can't fight. Our phasers are out. We can't defend ourselves. We have no shields. Lieutenant Baldwin, what was the closest starship to our last reported position to Starfleet? At the edge of the Tholian sector.
That would be the Enterprise, sir. They were patrolling the neutral zone in or around Outpost 6.
Can you hail them?
We do not have a working transmitter that will reach that far, Commander. However, I did have a lecture at the Academy once, where they talked about the theoretical effect of low transmission bursts through the interstellar cloud. According to the theory, the cloud density and the radiation should act to magnify the signal and extend its range. But
what, Lieutenant?
But the wave is magnified in all directions. The Enterprise will be able to hear us, but they will not be able to pinpoint exactly where the message is coming from.
But they may be able to hear us. And maybe they'll head in this general direction. And the Romulans will take notice. Lieutenant, go ahead and send the message to Enterprise. We're just gonna have to hope that Jim Kirk is as good as they say he is.
Are we just gonna wait here for help, Commander?
No, Lieutenant. I think it's about time we made a graceful exit. Set a course into the interstellar cloud. We can hide there And if the Romulans follow us, we'll be able to pick them up by their displacement trail.
It will take us forever at 2% impulse, sir. We are over 300,000 kilometers away.
What about the radiation, sir? Once we enter the cloud, we don't have any shields. We won't be able to survive.
All very good points, gentlemen, but we really don't have a lot of choice here. Besides, remember what Captain Janeway always says? When you're in a tight spot, you trust the ship and you trust the crew. Now, the crew may not be able to hear from us, but they know something's going on. They'll know what to do. Helm, set us a course into the interstellar cloud. Maximum available impulse power.
Course laid in, Commander.
Maximum available impulse power at your command, sir.
Engage impulse drive. Helm, steady as she goes.
Do you know where you're going?
Yes. I mean, it's coming back to me. It's been a year.
Are we there yet?
This is why I decided not to have children.
Hey, what if we run into anybody? I mean, I don't look like an adult, and you said these ships don't have kids on them.
Tell them you're a Balakian.
Do they look like kids?
Yes, they look like kids. Well, actually, very little kids, but it'll be okay. This is it. And remember, we're looking for a small purple plant.
Purple plants, purple plants. You're green. Purple plant. Uh-oh. Excuse me, but you better come over here.
Did you find the purple plant?
It's not a plant, it's a person.
Oh no, it's Captain Janeway. He must have hit his head while the ship was under attack.
What's going on? What happened? I came in here to lay down and everything went black.
Captain, the ship has been under attack.
I have to get to the bridge.
No, Captain, we've got to get you to sickbay.
Oh, my head. I'm seeing double. I'm dizzy.
Oh, Captain, let's get you to sickbay now.
No, I have to get to the bridge. It's my ship.
Captain, the ship has been under attack and the bridge is isolated. You can't get there. Let's get you to sickbay. Erica, stay here and keep looking for the purple plant. Let's go, Captain.
Do I know you?
I promise you will someday.
What is your name?
Catherine.
Catherine. I like that name. I think I'll remember that.
Now let's get you to sickbay, Captain. Let's go.
Great. The ship's in the middle of a battle and I'm stuck sitting in someone's cabin looking for a purple plant.
Oh no, it's the captain. What happened?
He was in his cabin when we were under attack. I think he hit his head. He's complaining of dizziness. He's also seeing double.
Dr. Piper, I need you over here immediately. It's the captain. I think he's got cranial trauma.
Looks like he suffered a subdural hematoma and is pushed on the front lobe of his brain. It's a good thing you got him here as soon as you did, because another 20 minutes really could have caused irreparable brain damage.
Dr. Piper, his vitals are dropping.
I've got to go prepare for surgery.
Help me.
Well, that doesn't sound good. Can I help you?
Who's there?
My name is Erica. Are you okay?
I'm afraid not. I don't recognize your voice, and I know practically everyone on the ship.
I'm new here. What happened to your face? It doesn't look so good.
I was coming out of the turbo lift when the ship was hit. I rushed to a hull junction terminal to assess the damage. I was just about finished when one of the power conduits exploded and I received a plasma burn to my face. I can't see anything. I've been stumbling around the hall trying to find help.
Well, do you want me to go get you a doctor?
There's no time. Whatever hit the ship took out the phasers, the shields, and the engines. We can't get to the engine room, and we can't leave this deck. But if I could get to the Jeffries tube, I know how to fix the shields. I just need help getting there.
Well, do you want me to go get somebody older? I mean, one of the more experienced crew people to help.
There's no time, Erica. The ship's in danger, and we have to help the ship.
How can I help?
I need you to take my hand and put it on your shoulder. And then tell me everything you see, and I'll take it from there. By the way, you do sound really young.
I'm, one of those Balokians.
Balokians? I've never heard of them before. Do they all sound really young?
Well, duh, of course they do. Why else would I sound this way?
All right, just tell me what you see now.
To my right is the captain's cabin.
Great. We're gonna just keep walking straight until you see a corridor on the left.
1 second.
What was that?
Nothing. Let's go.
Thanks.
Are you alright?
I'm fine, just some bruises. What hit us?
I'm not sure, but whatever it was, it knocked out just about every system in the ship. You should probably check the warp engine relays. And check the core, too. I don't want any surprises.
Okay, I'm on it.
Engineering to bridge. Engineering to bridge. Do you read?
Engineering is sealed off from the rest of the ship. They must have activated the containment protocols. I can't seem to get any of the doors open or the turbo lift to activate. We're trapped in here.
Well, that's not the half of it. The comm systems are down too. We have no idea what's going on.
Something with some serious firepower must have hit us. From what I can tell, the phasers and the shields are completely offline.
Well, the good news is the warp core is stable. The bad news is most of the engine relays are completely fused. This ship isn't going to warp anytime soon.
What are we going to do? We have no way of finding out what's going on. We're in the dark down here.
We just have to work the problem. Worst case scenario, someone attacked us. If that's the case, what do we need to fix first?
Well, the ship can't defend itself. Not without phasers or shields, and we can't fix those from down here. So, what would the captain need first?
He would need to maneuver. He would need to run.
He would need the impulse drive.
I already checked on the impulse engines. They're only operating at 2% capacity.
Well, we need to get him some more power then.
That system must have taken a massive power surge to be that badly damaged. How are we going to repair it?
I don't know. But everyone is depending on us to figure this out. We can't let them down.
I'll go check on the drive coil assemblies.
And I'll run a diagnostic on the fusion reactors.
Good idea. I'll check the condition of the auxiliary impulse drive. If we can get that online, that should help.
Sounds good.
Excuse me.
This purple plant, does it happen to be from the Kinger system in the Orion section of the Beta Quadrant?
Oh, yes. The captain brings it down here occasionally so it gets a high-frequency radiation treatment.
I'm so lucky.
Okay, this is it.
So this is a Jeffries tube? Why do they call it that?
It's named after a famous Starfleet engineer, W.M. Jeffries. He helped design a lot of the systems on this ship.
So now what? You go up there and fix the shields?
No, Erica. You go up the tube and I'll tell you how to fix the shields.
Why me?
I can't see. I need you to be my eyes. Besides, it's not like it's your first time up the Jeffries tube. It's like the first thing you do at Starfleet Academy your freshman year.
Yeah, so there's that. But don't blame me if I press the wrong button and blow up the ship.
You can't blow up the ship from this Jeffries tube. That's the one down the hall.
Funny. Take this. Okay, here I go.
Okay, you're going to see the main panel with the system controls. You'll see relays, conduits, and vital electrical circuits.
Okay, now what?
You need to reset the relays for the circuits that control the shield generators.
And how do I do that?
Press the switches. R3,
R3,
S2,
S2,
R1,
R1,
T1,
T1,
and L4.
and L4. Now what?
Now nothing. That's it. The system will automatically come back online.
Seriously? That was so anticlimactic. I'm coming down.
Franklin, where are we at with the diagnostics?
The fusion reactors are intact. I've disconnected the EPS conduits from the power transfer grid. All plasma will now flow directly to the impulse thrust nozzles. It should increase our output by 50%.
Good job, Franklin. Evans, how do the power coils look?
I had to do some creative engineering, but I was able to get most of them online. We should be able to maintain a stable subspace field, but I can't guarantee how long the system will last if we stress the coils.
Well, it'll have to do. I was able to activate the auxiliary impulse engines. It should give us some additional thrust.
Do you think it'll be enough?
I hope so. Franklin, power up the impulse engines. And let's hope someone on the bridge is watching the readouts.
That's it, Commander.
Commander, he's got it. We now have functioning view screens.
Good work. What's our ETA to the cloud?
Approximately 45 minutes.
Status of the impulse drive?
We are at 2.7 of impulse power. I was able to increase our velocity using the maneuvering thrusters.
Good work. Anything on sensors?
Nothing on our passive sensors, but I am switching our main viewer to movement act.
What's the status of our communications, Lieutenant?
I've been sending out the standard distress signal, focusing the transmission into the interstellar cloud, and it's working. The radiation is magnifying the signal in all directions.
Good work. Well, all we can do now is hope that our luck holds out just a little while longer.
Commander, we have movement aft.
So much for luck. Main viewer to maximum magnification. Well, it's the Romulans and they're visible again. You know, the last time they attacked, they had to become visible before they fired their weapons. The cloaking device that they use, it must require tremendous amounts of power. That's why they have to become visible again. And there's absolutely nothing we can do about it.
Commander, impulse power has been restored. I'm now showing 80% thrust potential.
Commander, shields are up and at full power.
I confirm, Commander. You now have impulse engines and shields at your discretion. You're right. The crew knew what we needed, and they got the job done.
They certainly did, Mr. Reed. They certainly did. Helm, shields up. Impulse drive to maximum. Get us into that interstellar cloud.
Commander, shields up, adjusting course perimeter into the interstellar cloud.
Maximum impulse power, Commander. We're at 3/4 impulse speed and climbing.
ETA to the cloud.
45 seconds.
The Romulan ship looks like it's getting into position to fire.
Just a few more minutes.
Impulse engines are beginning to heat up.
Don't worry. She'll hold together. Hold together, Defiant.
Commander, we just received a long-range general hail from the Enterprise.
The Romulans must have heard it too. They're veering off. And they disappeared again.
Commander, we have just entered into the cloud perimeter.
All stop. Hold position at the perimeter.
Full stop, holding position with maneuvering thrusters.
Commander, the Romulans have not followed us into the cloud perimeter. It looks like they tucked tail and ran.
We did it, Commander.
We certainly did, Mr. Reed. We certainly did. Lieutenant Baldwin, the next time we come across the Enterprise, remind me to send a very nice thank you note to Captain James T. Kirk.
What now, Commander?
Well, we can't stay in this cloud forever. Mr. Reed, Lieutenant Baldwin, I need you to get the internal comm systems fixed. We have got to find Captain Janeway and get to him. He's probably worried sick over what's going on. As the rest of you gentlemen, playtime is over. We've got to get a few more of these systems fixed before Captain Janeway gets back. He's gonna have my hide when he sees the damage I did to his ship.
I don't see why we had to change back. I looked good in that outfit. Are you sure this is the plant you need? It looks really small for something that would save an entire planet.
Yes, I'm sure. And yes, we had to change. There is no way that we can take a chance on something happening that would interfere with the timeline.
You know, Dr. Schofield, I really enjoyed helping you. I got to see a spaceship from the future, and I got to meet some really nice people along the way. I can't wait to tell my mom when we get back home, and Specialist Barber.
Oh, Erica, I'm sorry. You can't tell anyone about what happened here today. Not even your best friend.
Why?
Oh, Starfleet personnel are forbidden from sharing anything that could impact the turn of history or impact the timeline. We absolutely cannot do anything that might alter history or cause a paradox.
But I'm not Starfleet personnel.
Well, let's fix that right now. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I vow to obey.
I vow to obey
the laws of the United Federation of Planets.
The laws of the United Federation of Planets.
To defend its security.
To defend its security.
And to abide by the principles it stands for.
And to abide by the principles it stands for.
And to obey the principles of non-interference.
And to obey the principles of non-interference.
And to uphold it with my life if necessary.
And to uphold it with my life if necessary.
Congratulations, Ensign Hernandez. You are now a full-fledged member of Starfleet.
Dope.
So do you want to go home? Go ahead and step up on the transporter pod.
Verified.
Okay, I have it set on automatic. Just stand still and don't drop my plant.
This isn't gonna hurt, is it?
Of course not. All we're going to do is break you down into subatomic particles, then transfer those particles to a buffer pattern. From there, we transfer them again to a transmitting array. Then we take all that, push it through the wormhole. Once you've been taken apart, we'll put you back together. Plain and simple, in the right order, in the right place. Simple as pie.
You're going to do what? Next time when someone asks you if this is gonna hurt, when you're being transported, just say no!
Computer?
Working.
Energize.
So you see, Captain, engineering was able to get the shields and the impulse drive on right in the nick of time. We were able to make it into the interstellar cloud, and of course the Romulans did not follow us. Unfortunately, sir, the high radiation of the cloud has completely destroyed the last of our communication emitter systems. We have no way to either reach the Enterprise or Starfleet.
Still, good job, Lieutenant Commander Hunter. I appreciate you saving my ship.
Sir, it was a team effort all the way.
It always is, Hunter. It always is. Don't ever forget, you trust the ship and you trust the crew. That is the essential key to a successful command.
Yes, sir.
Captain, before the emitters went offline, I received a distress signal from Outpost 4 that they were under attack. The Enterprise transmitted that they were breaking off its search for us, and they were on their way at maximum warp.
That's probably our friends the Romulans. But we're in no shape to lend any help to to the Enterprise. Besides, I know Jim Kirk, and he would resent the offer.
Your orders, Captain?
We'll proceed to the nearest starbase. We need to inform Starfleet of this contact and continue repairs.
Do you wish to take the con back over, sir?
What were my orders last time I left the bridge, Commander Hunter?
Well, sir, you said you didn't want to see a scratch on her, and unfortunately, I don't think I did too good a job.
Correct. She is a little dinged up, and I expect to see her in much better shape when I return. Besides, Dr. Piper wants to run more tests on me.
Aye, aye, sir.
Engineering report. The warp engines are back online. We can maintain warp factor 3 at your command.
Excellent.
Internal comms are back online. The external communication system is still down, but damage control teams are trying to set up a temporary system using the deflector shield.
Very good. Helm, set a course for the nearest starbase. Warp factor 3.
Course laid in, Commander.
Ready to engage warp drive. Warp factor 3.
Engage warp drive. Helm, steady as she goes.